Good morning children. Today we are going to start with chapter 2 solutions. In the examination point of view, this chapter is very important and it carries around 4 to 5 marks. Right, for sure a numerical will be there for 2 to 3 marks and a short question will be there and the objective type question will be there. So prepare accordingly. In our lower classes itself, you would have learnt about solution. When a solute is dissolved in a solvent, it results in solution. When a solute is dissolved in a solvent, a solution will be formed. Once a solution is prepared, we cannot differentiate the solute and the solvent. So, how can we define this solution? Solution can be defined as homogeneous mixture of two or more components. Solution will be a homogeneous mixture of solute and the solvent present in that. I cannot physically separate the solute and the solvent present in the solution. So only it is called as homogeneous mixture. So homogeneous mixture means the mixture in which composition and properties are uniformly distributed. Yes, homogeneous means it is a uniform distribution of composition and properties in a mixture. Next, let's see about solvent. The component that is present in largest quantity in the solution will be called as solvent. Whichever the component which is present in largest quantity in the solution will be called as solvent. So in a solution there can be only one solvent and this solvent will determine the physical state of the solution. If solvent is in the liquid state, then the resulting solution will also be in the liquid state. If solvent is a gas, resulting solution also will be in the gaseous state. Next, let's see about solute. The other components present in the solution other than solvent will be called as solute. One or more components present in the solution other than solvent will be called as solute. So, in a solution, there can be one or more solute. For example, if you take the salt solution, my solvent will be the water and solute will be the salt. So, water is present in the largest quantity, so it is called as solvent. Salt which is present in the smaller quantity will be called as solute. Now let's see the types of solutions. Solutions can be classified into three types: gaseous solution, liquid solution and solid solution. This gaseous solution will be further classified into three types, that is gas dissolved in gas, example oxygen and nitrogen, liquid dissolved in gas, that is chloroform dissolved in nitrogen, solid dissolved in gas, example camphor and nitrogen. If it is a gaseous solution, all my solvent will be in the gaseous phase. And next, liquid solution. Liquid solution can also be broadly classified into three types: gas dissolved in liquid, example oxygen in water, liquid dissolved in liquid, example ethanol in water, liquid dissolved in solid dissolved in liquid, example glucose in water. For liquid solution, all my solvent will be in the liquid phase. Solute can be gas or liquid or it can be solid. And next, the third type of classification will be the solid solutions. In that, the solvent will be the solids and solute can be gas, liquid and solids. For example, hydrogen dissolved in palladium will be gas dissolved in solid. Mercury dissolved in sodium will be the example for liquid dissolved in solid. Copper dissolved in gold, that is our gold ornaments are all example for gold dissolved in gold. So from the point what we discussed today, they can ask you define solution, and they can ask you define solute and solvent. Or from this tabular column you can expect objective type question. For example, ethanol dissolved in water is an example of dash solution. Or give an example for liquid solution, gas dissolved in liquid. Such kind of questions you can expect. So prepare accordingly. Thank you, children.